Let me invite you all to close your eyes for just a moment. He Ram, He Ram, He Ram, He Ram, जग में साचो तेरो नाम, He Ram, He Ram. You can open your eyes now. How did that make you feel? Relaxed? Connected to your inner self? Now, hold on to that feeling. The purpose of my talk is to persuade you to introduce an element of spirituality into your daily life. Now, let me be clear. I'm not here to advocate for any specific religion, nor am I here to promote religious beliefs. I hold no judgment whether you are religious, agnostic, or atheist. Trust me, I'm not here to sign you up for anything. There's no join now button at the end of this talk. What I'm trying to convey is the helpfulness of adopting a habit or time for you to step away from the litany of daily distractions we all face in the form of work, social media, and other demands. Who brushes their teeth every morning? Now, who brushes them at night as well? No judgment, just asking. Don't worry, I'm not a dentist or even sponsored by Colgate, although I wouldn't pass on free toothpaste. I am, however, interested in the fact that you have a habit that you dedicate time to daily, or for some of you ultra-hygienic ones, twice a day. I want to encourage you to adopt another habit that I believe can clean and freshen your minds. No floss required. Hello everyone, I'm Kriana Dawani, a Year 9 student at Dubai College, and today I want to talk about something that's been on my mind a lot lately. We live in a world where our smartphones are practically an extension of ourselves. Like seriously, if your phone had a heartbeat, it might be your best friend. We spend hours scrolling, liking, sharing, and commenting. But in this smartphone age, have we lost touch with something deeper? Have we lost spirituality? And a big question that might be running through your mind, can we be spiritual and cool at the same time? So what is spirituality? If you Google it, you'll find a definition like this: the quality of being concerned with the human spirit or nature as opposed to material or physical things. In simpler terms, it's about being connected to something beyond the physical world, something that speaks to your inner self, your soul. It's about understanding that there's more to life than what we see or own, like our phones, clothes, or how many followers we have. But in today's world, our smartphones often push us away from this kind of deeper connection. Social media shows us what's trending, what's cool, and what everyone else is doing. And let's be honest, a lot of that has nothing to do with our cultural roots or spiritual practices. Sure, there are influencers who represent their culture proudly, but they're just one voice in a sea of thousands. Most of us end up following the crowd, sticking to what's common or normal because we want to fit in, not stand out. It's easy to lose sight of the spiritual practices that have been passed down from generation to generation. We start to think, if it's not trending, is it even real? And I fear if the current generation doesn't hand these things down, we may obliterate what mankind has passed on since the days of the cavemen, where they had their supernatural beings that they believed in, or even the ancient Greeks and Romans who had specific gods and creatures they worship. So, how do we be spiritual while still being cool? And how do I, as a teenager, manage this? Well, the key is to find something that resonates with both your passions and your culture. For example, I love singing and music. And guess what? That connects me to my culture through bhajans, which are devotional songs sung in Hinduism and Indian culture. These aren't just songs. They're beautiful ways to express your devotion and connect with the divine. They're often sung with groups, with instruments like the harmonium, tabla, or cymbals to create a powerful communal experience. I first started learning bhajans during the COVID-19 lockdown, when life felt uncertain and isolated. Learning these chants with my sister not only helped us stay close during a tough time, but also gave us a sense of comfort and stability. It was like having a little piece of our culture to hold on to when life felt out of control. Now, we practice bhajans weekly by performing them for our great-grandma, aged 93. It's become a special ritual that forms a bond between our generations. It's incredible how these songs can bridge gaps, bringing me closer to my roots and to my family. And let's be honest, it's a great excuse to belt out a tune without getting any strange looks. There's a perception that people who practice spirituality are uncool, that they're somehow out of touch or too serious. But that's just a stereotype. In reality, being spiritual can be one of the most empowering and authentic things you can do. It's about being true to yourself, exploring your roots, and finding peace in a world that's constantly demanding your attention. Plus, there's nothing cooler than being confident in who you are and what you believe in. Now, let's talk about the impact this can have on your mental health. We all know that social media and smartphones can sometimes be overwhelming. The constant pressure to keep up with trends, the fear of missing out, and the comparisons we make between our lives and others can take a toll on our mental health. For me, singing bhajans has offered a refuge from all that. It's been a game changer in the chaos of school, social media, and technology. It's given me a way to relax, reflect, and reconnect with myself. It's like hitting the pause button on life and taking a moment to breathe. Research shows that prayer, meditation, or even spending time in nature to find solace can decrease feelings of anxiety and depression. It's like having a mental health spa day, but way cheaper. So, to end things off, can you be spiritual and cool at the same time? Absolutely. In fact, I'd argue the two go hand in hand. Being in touch with your inner peace means being aware of who you are, where you came from, and what really matters in life. It's about finding your own path, even if it's not the one everyone else is following. So I challenge you to explore your inner peace, reconnect with your culture, and find peace in a world that's often anything but peaceful. This can enhance your creativity and your dedication to life. So you might just find that it makes you feel more confident, more centered, and yes, even cooler than before. And who knows, you might even start a new trend. So let me invite you all to close your eyes again for a few seconds and chant the word Om with me. Om. That, guys, took less time than brushing your teeth. Thank you.